But when I get up there, I'm gonna set the brace, then I'm gonna go all the way up, and I'm gonna set another block, and we'll set up that tension line on the back before we do any rigging. Then I'm gonna set a third block with our second rigging line, our third rigging line actually, and then that'll be what we take rigs with. It sounds complicated. We'll do it a step at a time, and we'll be good.
As long as you have the whole vision, we're good.
I got the whole vision. So there's the whole picture. Now we'll go one step at a time. I'm gonna wiggle myself up. Why don't we pull this up right now, and then I'll climb up after it's already up there. Don't pull the handle off the other GRCS.
I do have a trench case. All right, Mark, I got the tag line on here. Don't let it hit you.
Let's try to keep it on the front face. Bring it over here. It's stuck, so I'll start climbing up.
All right, now, watch your head.
Oh, piece. Oh, piece. Oh, piece. Oh, nice grab, Mark. I got that on film.
Probably.
Hopefully it goes right over the top of that. All right, we'll go wiggle it. Let's put that crack about in the middle. Right there, that's good. One step at a time. Lord God, bless this job. Bring us home safe. I'm gonna keep it over this rope. I'm gonna put it over the top of this rope.
Over top or behind it?
Over top. 10 for me better. Oh, this is exciting. What's that? If you what? If you threw snowballs at me. No, it's not going anywhere. Famous last words. It ain't going anywhere. That ought to hold. We do have coating. Do believe they call it weatherproofing. Focus. No messing around. I'm 2 for 2 on the last 2. So whenever I'm connecting these, I like the J hooks or whatever they are, because they really interlock. So we got the geriatric crew here. What do we call ourselves? ARB crew. The ARB crew. No. I like geriatric because it accentuates the age. We are the oldest crew. No one here less than 50. In fact, no one here less than 51 now that Mike had a birthday the other day. Oh, 3 for 3, boys. It's all that practice. 3 times on the first one. These J hooks, they interlock usually. You gotta wiggle them in there. And then they're just bent there, but now each one holds the other together under force. So, I don't know. Just what I tell myself to feel better. Put this baby up there. Yeah, thanks for the supper. Mike's wife set a surprise for him the other day, and they took us out to a local restaurant and ended up paying. All right, we've got coating on these. This is the second, or this is the neutral, and that's the primary. So they are coated, but that means nothing in our book. Are we untied? Not quite. All right, so call me whatever you want to call me, but this just helps my mind game to have this brace on here. We got a horizontal crack right here. It's probably mostly in that outer superficial area, but you know, this is all punky, and we've got wound wood all the way around to here. So this is quite a bit of strength right here. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. I'm looking at it, but this just, I don't know, it gives me peace of mind. Doesn't give me any strength down there, but I didn't like this horizontal crack looking at it from the ground, and looking at it from here, it's a weak integrity spot of the tree. So we've got 2 4x4s. It adds something. It's something more than what we had before. All right, stay away from the power. I would have liked to have been just foot locking up. I'm gonna put an ascender on above me. So Mark's talking to me about being next to the primary. So I like an ascender above my akimbo when I'm working up like this. It's no fun climbing up the back side of this. I'd really like to be on the front side of this lean. I gotta get a little higher before I do that. It's like I'm climbing a crack on a wall. All right. It's funny, you get close to these, the magnetic field blurs it. You can't quite see where it's at. So that's one of the dangers. Me looking right at it. All right, we're above it now. Oh man, I just put my hand in a big pile of coon crap. And just so you know, it's all over that rope too. So that brown stuff on the rope, oh, I just got it in my lungs. Fungal pneumonia right there. Hazards of the job. Look at my face right in this. I Oh, a guy on the sort team with me at the prison, he got fungal pneumonia from beaver dung. Special operations response team. Means when you have to go in and get inmates by force, you're called. They make it sound cool, like a SWAT team, sort team. So anyways, he got beaver dung in his lungs, gave him fungal pneumonia, just about killed him. I am double clipped here. So Mike, when you're out doing beavers, that's bad. When you're out trapping beavers, sorry Mike, that was a bad reference. We got all kinds of, there's a fissure in here. So that's not a very nice branch, but we're gonna be lifting all that off. We're connected, we're gonna get our other one on too. This around. So now we're above the primary. So we got a piece of dead limb in my canopy anchor up there, so I don't have a tight canopy anchor. Somebody want to put my little saw on? Just take it step at a time. All right, well, you got it through the crotch up there. That's good news. Got to pull both lines up, so then I'll have an auxiliary climb line when I get down to this area. Yes, that's the next rig rope I want on that orange sling. Mark, I'm short a sling. I'm gonna need one eventually. So here's our view from here. Look at that. Maybe. Probably got 5 of them. Not the first time I'll be talking to a raccoon. Well, I don't see him. Looks like it's just a perch in there. I don't know what this is gonna add, but it's gonna be something more than what we have. Let's just put it that way. It's kind of a cool hemlock in the other yard. Every time I see a hemlock, it just reminds me of being up north or something. Up north. It's about this time in the job where I just kind of think, all right, I'm in the tree. It just is what it is. Mind game's kind of over. I'm committed. So, but you kind of keep it in mind the whole time as you're making rigs and doing different stuff. All this is gonna come lifting up. Get all this dead stuff out of here. You're on. That's a heavy block. It's a heavy sling. I think it's like a 7/8 or 1/8 sling. It's overkill, whatever it is. Yeah, is that 1 inch? It's a big one. I think it's 7/8. Folks, this is just a little bit more setup. Once we're all set up, this is gonna come apart fairly efficiently. I think I'm gonna put my rope back towards this side, Mark. I think it'll be mostly out of the way on that side. We got this sling for double whip tackle, because when you do double whip tackle, the biggest load is on the piece. So this sling, yes, this 1 inch is answer to a sling breaking on a double whip tackle. And it happened to be a sleeper 9/16 sling. It was kind of older and fuzzy. So it looked like a 5/8, but it snapped. And partly because somebody thought, oh, this is a big piece, and they took like 3 racks on a double whip tackle. Cuts the force in half just by the method, and then you triple up on the friction. The equation equals stopped. Dead stop shock load. We'll just take 1 knot and we'll go around. Tuck the tail in here. What's that? He talked real confidently about going with me, but he took a week to do it. So it took a call back from Katie, and then he closed. So he might have been looking around, but I had broadcast that I was in the running, so he might have got somebody that says, I think you got somebody good on it. So we get a lot of referrals from our competitors for trees like this. And I talking to some guys on Instagram, they're like, yeah, I don't know if I'd want that in my head the whole day. You want to tie a bowline, running bowline at the base of the tree with the end of that rope, and then you're gonna crank up tight with the GRCS. And you gotta bring them all around and get them on the part of the trunk that we want the support. So just take the one end and tie it at the bottom. Move that around the trunk a little farther. Slide the knot that way farther. Looks like a spider sling. Oh, 1 is all we really need for a balance. All right, now we're looking nice, Mark. Just tighten that up. Where am I gonna go with this? I want that climb line on top of that. Just sort of crank that till you think you're pushing against that board. Feels pretty tight. I don't want to touch it with my saw up here. Oh man, crap coming down. Yes, just pulled my lanyard right through it. It's all over my other ropes. I have a feeling I'm gonna meet him today. He's got to be in here somewhere. Now on my climbing line, I want Another block, a regular block. Oh, well, you can bring the line around bring the whole rigging bag to my rope so you can walk around the tree with it. I don't know, whatever rigging bag has the rope in it that you're gonna use now. That one right there, bring that over to Mark. Not the bag, just the end of the rope in the block. And don't put it on backwards. I see that block backwards on the sling. Oh, did somebody stuff that backwards? I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that happens to. One rope gets stuffed like that. That was in the bottom of the bag. How did that get in the bottom of the bag? I just don't know how that happens. But what's funny is it seems to happen on bags that I stuff too. So it's just a conspiracy. Well, we got a Widowmaker up here hanging on a piece of deadwood. We got it hanging on a piece of deadwood. It's fairly sizable. It'll hurt if it comes. We're gonna rig that out first. I'm gonna set up a block just for that. Ouch, you devil. They have not been very good this year on their totals, maybe not. In the Midwest, I've heard that the best place to be a weather person is Phoenix. Partly sunny and 90. Low humidity today. Wind in the afternoon. I got a tree guy from Arizona that watches. He's called Caveman. So that tells you something about the topography where he's at. Because they have no vested interest in us. So we should probably watch our weather from Europe. There's something about a job like this where you're just not in a hurry. You want to make sure you got it all set up. I think once we get going, it'll be good. But I don't see very many target-free areas to put wood from this vantage point. It looks like there's places to put wood when you're down there. But when I see the size of the wood up here, and not so much, how am I gonna put it there? This might have to rig it. So that, oh man, on my skin. Stand clear. I'm gonna send some little branches right where we needed to plant it. Perfect. Oh, I can put that right there. Oh, it's almost tempting. Well, we had to for safety. Plants are replaceable, I'm not. Okay, that all sounds good until you're safely on the ground, and then it's, why'd you wreck all my stuff? Want to grab a rope on there? Well, there's two cuts, one rig, so the first one's not gonna go anywhere. I hate this. I wish I would have brought my battery saw for the first while. It's a little obnoxious. First world problems. Everybody says, get a real saw. Well, real saw is kind of noisy. There's something to be said for quiet on a job like this. I don't even think I brought my battery saw with. All right, we ready? So we haven't really talked rolls. I think for most of this job, Mark, I want you on the rope. Mike, you can be the cutter, and Harry, you can be the loader guy. Everybody here has got pretty good skills in those three categories, so keep everybody in their top field. Not a day to train. Yeah, not a day to...
That's a nice way of saying, in this area you suck, in this area you're all right.
No, I was affirming everybody in their respective areas. We had a little friction. There's a little friction on the branch there, isn't there? I'm gonna move this block up now that I got that out of my way. We are going up. I think it's 90 foot. It's up here ways, which I'm actually glad about for all of the lower rigging. Nice high chin. I probably want to put a block right here so I have better force. Although we're not taking anything huge because the strength that we're worried about is far below the top. So what I just talked about, making a compression angle up here, really had nothing to do with our concern, because every piece of rigging is a force on that weak trunk. So from this angle, you can see our brace is covering the crack. Our tension line is covering to the left of it as we look at it. Thank you, Mark. Mark's already got my next block on my climbing line. All right. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. It's not very nice. No, just the way all these branches are interwoven. I'm gonna have to wiggle them out of here. One at a time. Are we ready? Yeah, a little hand drag, no wrap. Hold it. Oh, wow. Oh, piece coming down free. Maybe, unless I break free of it. I aim for that. I'm gonna try to throw it on this thing. Nice job, Mark. Nicely done. No shock load whatsoever. Now, to the degree that I can, I'm gonna leave all this lower stuff on. All these ballast branches, because that provides ballast. If I make a bowl out of this and I'm taking stuff off the top, I'm gonna put a lot of stress on that trunk. So all these lower branches, I get a ton of guys on YouTube that go, rookie, those lower branches are ballast. So in a situation like this, where we've got known strength or weakness, respectively, and those lower branches are helping ballast the trunk, I can't take those off. If you ever noticed a trunk that you take all the branches off of, it moves below you. I don't want this trunk moving around. All right, we're gonna cut this out, just a hand rake, it's not that big. It's probably gonna hang. I'm gonna throw it. There you go, let it run. Get a little bit of friction here, but all right. Man, every crotch, those little beasts filled with crap. Or should I say, every union, those little beasts filled with crap. Sometimes the tree is troublesome. You say I got a block on my line. You might want to, when this rig comes down, maybe you can put it right on the line for me. The actual line. This one is going to be a pain in my side. Well, it's going to hang in that lower branch from this tree. Mark, try to let this run. See if we can get it to just come out of there. No, we can't. We're going to get it. Except it's going to go into power. All right, let me try to pull it back up. Oh, my spike is stuck in. Oh, I'm probably going to have to go get it. I'm going to get up here and move my line. Oh, look at this mess up here. I was going to move my lanyard, but I'm not going to move my lanyard into that. I am lanyard on, physically and visually check. Okay, I'm gonna untie this. All right, so far we have not moved this tree one iota, whatever an iota is. It's not much. It means not much, I think. Or an iota is something that's pretty small. I think that if I get it right up here, that'll be the highest I need to be. I can move it up to that union. Oh, look at that. That was nice. Gremlins. All right. Terry, do you got an iPhone? Maybe when we get something interesting, you could take a horizontal view. And you can pull that all the way up. I'm gonna throw some little guys down. All right. We gotta go get my block. I'm gonna go for the highest possible. Gotta see if I'm got a good angle. Have to tie it up here. It's gonna put it in the crotch, but it won't give me enough angle. You kind of keep it off the. Oh man, I keep hitting the camera. All right, I think so. All right, I'm gonna cut some little ones free. Right on the All right. All right, you ready to run? Suppose I could put my lanyard on. It's a bigger one, and we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to get up here out of the way of it to get my time point a little higher. All right, get my lanyard tight. This one's gonna be tough to sweep through, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna cut a little chunk loose. Could bounce anywhere. A little 6-inch diameter. Little one, stand clear. All right, now I gotta string it. I'm not strung yet. This is a little bigger, but maybe you got enough friction. All right. All right. Maybe not want to come over. I might have to pull it. It wants to go back. I'm gonna have to jerk it off of there. Oh. That's a lot of back weight. You devil. Stand clear. Yeah, it'll be all tangled up. I'll just go up and make it right. You're saying it's gonna get caught in stuff anyhow, no matter which way we send it? But on it, the stuff that I wanted it tangled up in. Come on, Kimbo, give me some. Go up over this. There we go. You probably could. It's light enough, it's not gonna shock load anything. You definitely could help me. Come on, Mark, help me. There's gonna be shrapnel, Mark. Keep cranking.
Here we come.
Alrighty. Oh, that was a 1/2 inch hinge. 3/4 maybe in the middle. Dead oak. That's crazy. Alright. Well, at least we kept it up high where we can get it out of this. Alright, get her down and then let it run. Are you ready? Nice. We're not even moving this tree. I'm gonna use this. I know it's a rigging sling. I'm gonna use it for a redirect. It's gonna be just fine. All you melancholy. Alright, we're gonna go up here. Get this out of my way. We are going to piece this down. I landed on this. We are gonna. We need this out of my way. Stand clear. Oh, I keep hitting the boxwoods. You guys talking about having body armor on down there? All right, I'm gonna make it rain right there, Mark. It's gonna be unpredictable with the hickory. Might want to move that 392, 592. Come on, get out of there. Take a boat.
Take a boat.
Come on, bad boy, go. All right, we'll take it out of there. I got it. One more little top here. I'll cut some little pieces off here. Might as well make some firewood. Oh, come on, get up on your feet. Couple more. Every pound is a pound less. Okay, a little chunk. Half a wrap, Mark, when you get back here. Before I do that, Mark, I'm gonna go up here. Check my attitude at the door. All right, I'm going to send a couple pieces first. I'll make them small for the boxwood's sake. Come on. Don't slip off on me. Stand clear, everybody. Look at that. Do you see that? Don't try rolling them off the trees like that. Not everybody can do it like that. That baby rolled back and forth and landed point first at the boxwood. We got a chunk of wood in the boxwood too if you want to do some DC over there. DC is short for damage control. Right. Are you ready for a rig? I'm gonna cut one little chunk loose so that it's not this thing waving around. All right, are we ready? Let it out and let it run. It's gonna hit that hickory, break the fall. Get a little sway up here.
Let it out and let it run. It's gonna hit that hickory, break the fall. Go. Got a little sway up here. Nothing but a G thing. And we don't have much choice but to take a fairly sizable rig up here.
Are you ready to let it run, Mark? Alrighty, cutting a notch. Alright, I need a little slack. Alright, this is your biggest piece yet, Mark. It might hang in the hickory and slow it down for you. Or it might not.
Very nice. Just gotta know how to talk to him.
Very Yes. Pull her all the way up. Hey Mark, you might want to let this, oh, I'll wait. All right, I'll talk to the crowd. All right, so my plan here, we're gonna take this dead snag off. I'm gonna go out here and I can drop some. I can rig some lighter stuff, work that all the way back. We'll probably start to rig something like that, a stick like that. And then we're gonna go out here, we're gonna lift that piece off and lower it down through here. We'll go out there and we'll lift that piece off, probably to that crotch where that other lateral one's out there. Then we'll sling that there and we'll lift that right back here. We'll lift it from out there, pull that all the way up here and lower it butt first. And then the same with these down here. We can lift this up, lower it butt first, lift that right up here, butt first, then raise this up, butt first, and then just cut that piece off and let her float down. And we got the spar. Elementary, my dear Watson, elementary. Then we got a lot of wood. And we might be cutting firewood from up here. And a bunch right down there. All right, let this kind of run through. You got like half a wrap. We'll just see what happens to this. I can lift it up low.
Summer heat and tundra cold and throwing a storm of three. Stakes are high, there's always a risk when you're playing the game of trees.